3 months in Norway. That was the only time limit I had, and the time I could spend in Norway without a job. It seemed long and open enough not to fall into the stress of having to go back, to stop the constantly spinning thoughts of what happens next and after, and that I will have to be back one day. I just wanted away to Norway. I went from being terrified and unable to drive to driving 5,000 kilometers into a mostly unknown country, into the scary north that was like a blind spot on the map, from the everlasting far too hot German summer into beautiful autumn and a winter filled with snow, from one factory work to another factory work, from panic attacks on the road to missing the drive. Now, as soon as I get into my car and to drive somewhere, my mood immediately shifts to happy. Well, mostly. I still get anxiety, but now it also brings adventure and excitement. I miss traveling and driving, but this change of direction is necessary because the car unfortunately doesn't produce money per mile driven, but rather swallows it. And I like the place here, so it's a good spot to spend the winter and make new plans. Now it seems like 3 months ago was just yesterday, but at the same time it could have also been a lifetime ago. Like I was a completely different person. But I'm still me, with an additional 3 months of unique and intense and interesting experiences. I'm creating my own path, far away from the straight asphalt roads, but rather stumbling through the thicket and sometimes going in circles. I'm not a different person, and you know what? That makes me happy. Because it means that the person I'm now has always been in the one that I was half a year ago. The person I hated and loathed and wanted to avoid with every measure possible is now the person that is bursting with new ideas and plans, that is for once excited and happy for the future. Back then I dreaded every new day and couldn't even think as far ahead as half a year. This is a huge achievement for me, to make plans and be excited about them. Even bigger combined with the fact that I can put them into action. The belief that I will make it and the confidence that even the craziest absurd ideas are, as a matter of fact, possible. There's no one who truly has the power to dictate us what we can and can't do. And I, for my part, will stop listening to those who attempt to. Or try at least, because as we know, this takes practice. And even though I have come far, I still struggle. And you know what? That is perfectly okay. I want to struggle sometimes, because it would be boring if it were as simple as going to Norway and suddenly living the perfect carefree life. Then I wouldn't be me. Because life consists of comfortable and uncomfortable things, of difficult and easy, of day and night, cold and warm, fear and safety, and a wild mixture of all of them. We can't expect to choose only one. Ironically, I was stuck uncomfortably in my comfort zone, and the only way out was out. To leave everything behind and drive into the unknown. To do every single thing my mind started doubting and fearing, and to prove that there was more to life than just bed and chores and boredom. In 3 months, I have driven further north than I've ever been before. I picked up a lot of creative hobbies again. I started learning new skills and even speaking a new language. I got a job, my first rented flat, experienced northern lights and polar nights, finally got snow and a proper winter again, and learned that you don't actually need that much to live and travel. I realized that I needed to stop believing my fears and doubts and start listening to my dreams, my heart, my inner voice, which I have to find first. Being in nature helps, just stopping and listening and breathing. I forget that sometimes, that it helps. It is easy to get swept away into our fast-paced, sheltered lives, from home to car to job, and back to car and home. Outside is just a transition from one to the other, and when we're home we're too tired, or it's too dark or too cold to go out. But as we said before, dark and cold are a part of nature that need to be embraced. It's always there and quiet and healing. And if we stop listening to those voices and start listening to the trees and the wind and the silence, we might just be able to find out that this is where we really belong. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey, and I hope that I can also help you along your journey a bit, as others have done for me. I have so many more exciting projects in development and hope to share them with you when the time comes. I wish it was tomorrow, but then I would miss out on a lot of unforeseen adventures on the way. I'm excited to find out what they are. Talk to you soon, and have fun on your own adventures.
Would you like a fire? Flo, Flo. Do you want me to light a fire? Yes.